Welcome to Doron Yoga, everyone. Today we're going to practice the Doron Yoga Primary A. It's a level 1-2 class, meaning everybody can do this. Not super duper beginner, but definitely nothing too crazy. It's a great everyday class. Still feel free to modify. I'll give here and there options, and we'll begin right away. So sit tall and close your eyes any way that's comfortable for you. And just arrive. Notice your breath. Notice your sitting bones on the ground. Your spine as tall as can be. And begin to notice your ujjayi breath flowing. It is the breath that passes through the nose, passes through the slightly restricted throat, creating a soft sound. And feel the breath, how it goes from the belly to the chest, to the upper chest, and even the upper back. And notice how you exhale, release the chest, the lower chest, and the belly. Not so easy to do throughout the class, but we'll try to have this long, slow, deep breath, or at least medium deep breath, with ujjayi breath. And this breath we sometimes practice as a 3-part breathing. Today we're just gonna let it go smooth, noticing all parts of the belly, chest, and upper chest. Go ahead and bring the hands to the heart. Set your intention. What would you like today? How would you like to bring your mindset to class? More than anything, how can you stay balanced throughout our practice? Yin and yang. We'll do one Om together. Inhale. Release the hands, softly opening the eyes. If they're not open yet, we'll come to the hands and knees, starting with delicious. Delicious pose. Hips move in circles as well as up and down. We got snow running around a little bit today. That is our cat. That is not that it's snowing here. Go ahead and bend the elbows a bit. Move also into the shoulders. And remember the breath. Go to the other direction, please. So delicious pose, really just to get a little bit of nice, gentle movement into the back, into the hips, spine. It's like you got your chocolate Bliss ball before your kale salad. Back to neutral, keep the hips over the knees and walk the hands forward into a downward puppy. Lower the forehead down towards the ground. If it reaches the ground and it's easy for you, you're welcome to work on chin to the ground. Remember, I'm giving options, and since I know that every class has people of all different levels, I'm sometimes giving a little more basic and also a little more advanced. Find where your place is today. We're going to head into downward dog, so plant the hands, lift the hips, shift the hips back, and take a few breaths. Bend one knee at a time. Lower the knees back down to the ground. Take the right leg up behind you, straight arm. Left arm forward in front of you. Try to hold here. Belly tucks in. And as you exhale, squeeze it all in. Knee in, elbow in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. 2. Inhale, extend. Exhale in. 3. We'll do 5. Inhale, extend. Last one. Extend. And why not play with a little challenge? Stay here or bend the knee or reach the hand towards the foot or maybe even reach the foot. Press the leg away from you. Open your space, the heart space, the chest. And release down. Cool. Let's do the other leg. Left leg up. Right arm up. This is a variation of our warm-up one, a little more gentle. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Extend, hold. And bend the back foot, back knee, reaching for the foot. Maybe it works out, maybe not. Again, even faking it towards that is great. Release. I'm going to go one more time to downward dog. Right leg up to the sky. And just twice, knee to the nose. Exhale. And back. Try to really work on that movement towards lunge. And on the third time, bring the foot between the hands. We have a video of how to step the foot into lunge. Check it out if you're struggling with that. It's really a helpful video, so people say. You can keep the hands down. Hands can be on the knee, eventually on the hips. Really, please, please listen to your body. Right? Sometimes, as you saw Kasha do, you can start down, warm up, and then slowly move. Some of us wake warmed up. Some of us need a little more time. For many of us, it's just related to our body type. Keep finding your Ujjayi breath. Bring the hands back down to the ground. Lift the back knee and step the right foot back. Lower the knees down, everybody, please. Try to tuck the belly in. Fill up the space between the shoulder blades and begin to bend the elbows. Stop before you feel like you're going to fall to the ground. And then come forward into a baby cobra. Hips are down. Just lift up a little bit and stretch the chest forward. Really pull the shoulders back. Into the downward dog. Left leg reaches up. As you exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, back to the sky. Exhale, nose. Inhale back. And bring the foot between the hand. Right knee lowers down. Again, low lunge. Staying here is great. Maybe hands to the knees. Take your time. You can listen to your Ujjayi breath, hear the soft sound, and maybe at the same time also notice where your eyes, where your gaze, your drishti is. And try to keep your drishti steady. And so you're very conscious of what your eyes are seeing. You don't need to call it by any name, you're just simply seeing, simply breathing. Snowy doesn't do these exact poses because he's kind of naturally flexible. We're going to place the hands down, step it back to plank. This time your choice, with or without the knees. You're going to lower it to chaturanga. It's okay to use the knees every single time. coming forward, a baby cobra or the full upward facing dog. Again, listen to your body and progress slowly with time. Downward dog. Let's go ahead and walk the feet to the front of the mat. And with an exhale, forward fold, let the head release. Inhale, rise, come all the way up, arms over the head. And with an exhale, hands to the heart. Warm up 2. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, elongate. Exhale, right foot steps back. Inhale, left foot steps back. And exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Bring the right foot forward between the hands. Press strong into the left leg. Bring the hands to the heart, or if possible, bring them even forward in front of you. Slowly keep the hips low as you rise. High lunge, Anjaneyasana. The hips lower down. The back leg presses strong. Maybe it's not straight. Work towards it. Gaze is either forward down, or if possible, the gaze comes up towards the hands. Relax the shoulders and activate the arms. Bring the hands down to the ground. Step the left foot forward. Elongate. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Your drishti, your gaze, sees your hands and follows them as they come to the heart. Second side. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, the right foot steps back. And with an exhale, again, knees or not, chaturanga. Baby cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands. Power the right leg, hands either at the heart or maybe in front of you. Calming up. Keep the hips low and breathe. Hands come back down to the ground. Step the right foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Arms up over the head. Exhale, slowly, Samastitihi. Sun Salute A, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms over the head. Exhale, forward fold. Release the head. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or jump back to chaturanga. Inhale, open up, upward facing. Exhale into the downward facing. Take a few breaths here. If you're ever in downward dog and you need a break, you can lower the knees down. Downward puppy, great option. Maintaining the breath. Beautiful. Look forward between the hands. Step or jump the feet to the front. Even 2 jumps is fine. Lengthen. And exhale. Forward fold. Let the head release. Inhale. Come all the way up. See your thumbs. Exhale. Hands to the heart. We'll do Surya Namaskar B1. So bending the knees deeply. Inhale. Utkatasana. Sometimes known as chair pose or fierce pose. I like to call it happy pose. Lower the hips a bit more, lift up in the heart space. 2 more breaths. Exhale, forward fold. It's okay to bend the knees here. Inhale, look forward. Again, even if you're jumping 3 jumps. And then lowering down chaturanga. Inhale, open up heart. Exhale, downward dog. The right foot comes forward, the left heel spins down, up to the warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. Sink the hips. We'll do a combination of Surya Namaskara B and B1. So just hang in here for a moment. And be one. We'll twist. So we'll bring the hands to the heart. And we'll turn over to the right side. Left hand on the right thigh. Right hand wherever it can behind you. Not crucial. Just keep taking the right shoulder back and your gaze back. Maybe even breathe. Back to the warrior. And down to chaturanga. Take your vinyasa. Right away we're going to go with the left foot forward and the right heel down. Try to watch your hands as you come up. Staying fully present. Staying here for a few breaths. And then hands to the heart. Twisting over to the left side. Maintaining the breath. Back to the warrior. Down to chaturanga. Taking your vinyasa, moving with your breath. Another couple of breaths in downward dog is normal. If you need to lower the knees down, that's okay. I'm going to come up to B2. So right foot forward, warrior one. And bring the hands to the heart. Move the right foot to the right side. And now most of you will take a strap or a belt or a shirt or fake the clasp behind the back. Inhale, grow tall. And exhale, come forward. Dan is showing you how to take the strap. You have space between the hands. As you fall forward, if you've reached the knee and there's room, try to come to the inside of the knee. You may even need to move the back foot to the left or the front to the right. Let the arms come over the head. You should feel a bit in the shoulders. Keep the back leg strong and let the head fall down. One more breath. Inhale, rise all the way up to the warrior. See your hands. Exhale, hands to the ground, chaturanga. One more side to go. Left foot forward, right heel down. Slowly watch the hands as you're coming up to the warrior. Hands to the heart. Left foot moves to the left. Hands behind the back. Once more, clasping the hands or holding a strap. Holding a shirt, doesn't matter, right? Inhale, tall. And exhale, forward fold, humble warrior. Power the back leg. Inhale, come all the way up, warrior. And exhale, take your vinyasa, chaturanga dandasana. Look forward between the hands, either walk or jump to the front. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, Utkatasana. Hold for 3, 2. Forward fold. Look forward. Step or jump back. Lower down. Inhale, a little back bend, open up. Exhale, downward dog. Good for one more round of warriors. Here we go. Right foot into the warrior one. Good. Bring your gaze up to your hands. Watch your right hand. Slow motion, open warrior two. Keep looking at the right hand. See if you can bend the right knee a little deeper. Take the left hip a little bit back. Feel the ribs, the lower ribs coming in. The tailbone slightly tucking, and then just relax here. Relax. Reach forward, right palm up. Reverse the warrior. Trying not to lean too much on the left hand. Very nice side stretch. Back to the warrior two. Right elbow on the right thigh, left arm over the head. If you have further variations in extended side angle, hand to the inside, hand to the outside of the right leg. Maybe it's on a block, feel free, go ahead. Inhale, coming up, warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Reach forward, triangle pose, Trikonasana. Right hand down, left arm up. Maybe the gaze is down, maybe it's looking up. Inhale, coming back up to the warrior two. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands down. And downward dog. Left foot forward, right heel down. Slow and steady, watching the hands as you come up. Keep the gaze at the left hand. Open up, warrior two. If you need to hop the right foot back a little bit, that's totally fine. And try to hold the warrior, try to feel what it feels like from within. If you need to scan the body quickly, it's okay. Over time, you'll learn to just feel it without looking at your body anymore. Left arm forward, left palm up, reverse the warrior. Maintaining the breath all the time. Back to the warrior two. Into extended side angle. Again, left forearm rests on the left leg, but try not to lean and collapse. Really lift up. It's almost like there's no weight on the left arm, right arm over the head. If you've taken other further variations in the first side, feel free to take them here as well. Breathing. Maybe your gaze is under the armpit towards the sky. Some people like to take it towards the hand. That's okay as long as it doesn't put too much pressure on your neck. Back up, warrior two. Straightening the front leg. Reaching forward, taking triangle pose, Trikonasana. Once more, gaze can be down or gaze can be up. Inhale, come back up, warrior two, and exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. It's all over, folks. The end of our warriors and our warm-up. Take 2 breaths in downward dog. And we're going to rest in a forward fold. So step or jump the feet to the front. Lengthen the spine. Take the feet about hip width or even shoulder width. And then forward fold, hold the elbows. By all means, it's a great idea to bend the knees a lot if you're injured or the hamstrings are hurting. A little bit if you're pretty open in the hamstrings. Over time, you'll work on straightening the legs. It's a good idea to have the belly tucked in using the bandhas. Check out our bandha video if you haven't. Pretty important. Really relax the head fully. Make sure it's simply hanging, no thought, just breath, awareness of breath. Release the hands, bend the knees a lot, rolling up to standing like a wave, head is last. Beautiful. Opening to the side, feet parallel to each other. Hands are on the hips. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Bring the hands down to the ground. If the ground is too far, either take the legs a little wider or place the hands on a block. Lengthen, tuck the belly in. Exhale, bend the elbows, let the head lower down as much as it can. Wherever it goes is fine. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, pause here and bring the hands to the hips while you bend the knees. Inhale, come all the way up. So sure, there's many of these and many variations. Sometimes it's nice to take one variation and stay a little longer to warm it up. Narrow your stance a bit, lower your hips. You're going to strengthen, not only stretch today. So lower down, and this may be it, your way to goddess, right? All of you, men and women, are on your way to becoming full goddesses. For those that it's easy enough, arms up, elbows same height as shoulders. Maybe take a fancy mudra, thumb and index finger together. Stay here. If for some reason all this is easy, you can jump up to our Doron Yoga Level B classes and lift the heels up. But really today, feel free to keep the heels down just for 5. The full pose means you got to stretch the lips to the ears, smile. 3. Release. Release everything, come back to the front of your mat. Good, shake it away. We're going to take the hands behind the back. Either hold the elbows or if available, try at least to take the reverse namaste behind the back. Step the right foot back and adjust the hips to face the front. Inhale, grow tall, and with an exhale, forward fold. Try to keep pressing your tailbone back while you move your chest and chin forward. Again, a little bend in the left knee is perfectly acceptable. Take your elbows a little higher up towards the sky. Inhale, slowly coming up. Steady your gaze, bring the hips forward, knee follows, and release. Second side. Left foot back, hips adjust to the front. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, forward fold. Breath. Inhale, come back up. Gaze is steady, belly tucks in, hips forward, knee follows, and release down. Release your arms if you need to, moving the wrists a bit. We're going to take a tree pose, Vrikshasana. So steady your left leg. We're going to bring the right foot anywhere. It can even just be ankle up. That's good enough. On the calf, probably not on the knee, maybe up to the inner thigh, hands to the heart. So if you can, right foot is at the inner thigh. Otherwise, it's on the calf. Belly tucks in, steady the gaze, breathe. If you feel very steady here, feel free to take the arms up. If all this feels amazing, you can try and challenge yourself by taking the gaze up. If you're just starting out, please don't. Just keep looking down towards the ground. Over time, hands come back to the heart. Right knee forward. Hold for 2, 1, and release. Remember, there's always another class, and this class is even recorded, so you can do this over and over. Start basic, and every time you do it, 3-4 times a week, you can try and take a different variation, a step forward. So, left leg, and see where that feels right for you, right? Again, ankle, calf, or inner thigh. Hands come to the heart. Chest lifts, gaze is super steady. Staying here or arms up. Staying here or gaze up. Bring the hands back to the heart. Bring the left knee forward, hold. And release. Good. Shake it all away. You guys are doing amazing. We'll finish with one sun salute on our way to the ground. Inhale, arms up over the head. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, either step or jump back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Look forward, bring the right foot forward between the hands and lower the left knee down. Option 1, stay here and just do a little twist here. If you can, come on up and try to slide the left arm to the outside of the right thigh. Palms together as if in Namaste, and then press the palms and open the right shoulder. If this all feels good and you want a bit of challenge, try to tuck the back toes under. Lift the left knee, the back knee off the ground. Option 900, left hand down to the ground, right arm up to the sky. Your choice, wherever it is that feels right for you. Breathing. Beautiful. Knee down, hands down. Take a vinyasa. If this is too much, just go straight to downward dog. That's fine as well. Here we go, second side. Okay. So left foot forward, right knee lowers down. Coming up, again, you can start here. Right hand to the inside of the left foot or go across. Try to go across. Try to slide as deep as you can towards the armpit. Again, hands can be either in Namaste, or if it works for you, open up the arms. But before that, maybe even try to balance. Lift the back knee. Use bandhas. Stay steady with your breath. Good. Gaze down, hands down. Once more, take your vinyasa. Meeting in downward dog. Coming forward to plank. Slowly we're going to lower down to the belly. Arms alongside the body. Lift the chest. Lift the legs, Shalabhasana. Optional, if it feels reasonable for you, clasp the hands, lift a bit higher. Hold here for 5. Breathing. Release down. Move your hips a bit from side to side. Nice. We'll do a nice little shoulder stretch. We're going to take the right arm and thread it under. Left arm over. We call it bow tie. Walk the hands as far to the sides as you can. And then pour your throat over your left arm. And really melt away. Going to switch sides. So come on out, and this time the left hand closer to the body, right arm reaches over. This is such a lovely pose that anytime throughout the day when you feel like taking a break and want to stay longer in this pose, it's a great pose to take and just hang in there even for 3, 4, 5 minutes. Slowly release. Okay. Your choice. You can come into Sphinx and be elbows under shoulders and pull the chest forward. This is a great place to stay, right? We love Sphinx. And if you want a little deeper back bend, this is kind of a little level up. So by all means, stay in Sphinx today. But if available for you, you can go for the bow pose. So you take the legs and you lift up. This is not going to be available for all, so Sphinx is fantastic. Breathing. Release down. Press it back into a wide knee child's pose. Take your knees a bit wide apart, your hips as far back and down as they're willing to go. Relax forward. Maybe your forehead can reach the ground. If it doesn't, you can place your hands or your fist down. And place your forehead on the hands. We're going to make our way into downward dog. Don't worry, one more resting pose. Kind of. Look between the hands. We're going to step or jump the legs through to sit. So do a couple of hops, have a seat, and we're going to relax on hammocks. So you kind of relax your spine, hold behind the thighs, feel the beauty. I can't tell you what view I'm seeing now. It's a full lake with volcanoes. It's ridiculously beautiful. If all this feels great for you, try to reach the arms up in the air. For most of us, this will be more than plenty. Over the years, you'll work on straightening the legs. The belly goes in towards the back. This activates your transverse abdominals, which helps support your spine and supporting your legs up. Rest. Feet down, hug the legs, lengthen, straighten the back as much as you can. Release. And here we go again. Legs up. Again, you can hold behind the thighs or maybe arms up. Straighten your legs just a bit. It's okay to round a bit in the back. Just don't go super round. 2, 1. Hands by the hips. Lift the right leg up. Right foot down. Lift the left leg up. Left foot down. Lift the hips. Woo. Now lift the right leg up. Right foot down. Left leg up. Left leg down. A little faster. Right. Left. Right. Left. Stop. Right knee towards right shoulder. Squeeze it as much as you can. Relax. Left knee towards left shoulder. Belly comes in. Relax. Last. Savasana. Boat pose, or as we like to call it, hammock pose. Come on up. Breathing. Here at the Doron Yoga and Zen Center in Guatemala, we've got some hammocks right by the river, in the cafe, with views, without views, in the garden, everywhere. Sometimes outside your room. Lower down, all the way down to the back. Collapse, relax. Left foot is on the ground, left knee up. We're going for thread the needle. Sometimes people call this figure 4 on the back. And we're going to thread the right hand, that's your needle, through the legs, holding either the left thigh or if you can reach for the left shin. Try to bring the left thigh closer to the chest. Hopefully you're feeling a bit in the right hip. Flex, if you like, the feet. This is to protect your knees. If you don't have any knee injury, less crucial, but not a bad idea. And then relax and breathe. Relax the shoulders. Relax the eyes. Relax the jaw. I'm going to go ahead and switch legs. So left ankle on the right thigh. Again, hands can be on the hip, on the thigh or on the shin. Flexing a bit the feet, bringing the right thigh closer to the belly, to the chest. If for some reason you couldn't reach anywhere along the legs, by the way, you could do it with the strap. Just hold the strap there, that's fine. Surrender into a bit deeper exhales. If that can help really relax the whole body, except for maybe where you feel the stretch in the hips. But even there, no need to tense. Just feel the sensation and breathe into it. Releasing. Give yourself a nice little smile. Feet on the ground. Move your knees a bit from side to side as if they're windshield wipers. You guys are doing great. There's not much left to go. We're going to go for our back bends. Okay? So that was our deep stretch. Now we're going to go for our back bends. Feet are on the ground. Knees are up, moving a bit towards each other. Better to have the feet slightly wider than your knees, so the feet can be hip width or a tiny wider, and the knees moving in. Begin to lift the hips just part way up. And then take your tailbone and press your tailbone towards the heels. And then lift a tiny bit higher and move your chest towards the chin. Roll the shoulders under, clasp the hands under, and try to lift the chest and the hips a little higher up. Hold here in the bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana variation. Release the hands, lower the hips down. Now, if this is a bit challenging for you, move the hips, the feet, a little further away from the hips. If it's a little easy, bring the heels a little closer to your hips. For those that have the full upward bow, feel free. We'll do one more time the bridge all together. Lifting up, rolling the shoulders under. Again, there's a feeling of the tailbone wanting to go towards the heels, the chest towards the chin, which creates some space for your lower back, specifically L4-5. The belly keeps lifting up. The forehead relaxes. And lower down. Let's move the knees from side to side. And so we're going to do this one last time because you can't do less than 3 in back bends. Lift up one more time. Again, if it were easy, you can bring the heels a little closer. This time we'll take a variation, and you may need to take the feet further from your hips. We're going to try and take the right leg up to the sky. So the right leg is up, pressing into the shoulders, pressing into the left foot. Lift the hips high, straighten as much as you can the right leg. Breathing. Lower the right foot down and switch. Take the left leg up. Try to raise the hips higher. Straighten the left leg a little more. Lower the left foot down. Release the hands. Lower the hips down. Bring the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice loving hug. Roll a bit from side to side. You can even take a little happy baby here. For those of you that know my classes, we usually laugh out loud here, so feel free if you like. Hopefully you gave yourself permission to laugh one more time, knees to the chest. One of the most healing things you can ever do for yourself. If you can, just call your 3-year-old daughter or niece to laugh with you. It usually helps. And then feet down. We're going to go for a supine twist, a twist on the back. Hips move to the right, knees go to the left. Right arm opens, left hand is on the right leg to help it go down. If you want more challenge, you can take the eagle leg variation. Right leg wraps around the left leg. Either way, find like 5 or 6 really deep exhales. Feel that with every exhale, you're releasing all tension in the body and the mind. You're relaxing the shoulder, relaxing the eyes. Now that you have a yoga body, you're really developing your Zen mind. A nice complement to this practice is our Yoga Body Zen Mind class. Try it out. Amazing. Let's switch sides, please. Coming up. If you've crossed, uncross the legs. Move your hips to the opposite side, left in this case. Knees may come down together. Left arm to the left, right hand on the left thigh. If you wanted more, you will wrap the left over the right leg and eventually take your gaze to the left side. Once more, dropping into your deep exhales. Slowly coming back to center. Release the legs, bring the knees to the chest one more time. Give yourself a real loving hug. And then roll back and forth, coming up to sit. Beautiful. Feet together, knees to the side. A little Baddha Konasana, forward fold. For many of us, if the spine is rounding a lot, if it just doesn't feel super easy, I highly recommend to sit on a block. This goes for all forward folds. Maybe Dan would be willing to show us. Dan used to need it, unfortunately, or fortunately, depends which way you look at it. He's become flexible. And so he doesn't really need the block anymore, which is good news, which just means that don't be shy to use the block. You'll progress faster. In a matter of a few months, you won't need it anymore. But, well, it depends how often you practice. But I'm assuming you're going to do our classes at least 4 or 5 times a week. So you can see he's sitting on the edge of the block, and this creates a little more space in the back, which is really good and healthy for you. If you're flexible and you don't need it, well, you don't. But it's an important thing to do. We're going to go from here right away into a one-legged forward fold. So you can keep the right foot as it is, straighten the left leg. By all means, stay on the block. Or even bend the left knee a little bit if needed. Lengthen. You can see this helps me lengthen the spine. And then I reach forward. Wherever that may be is great. Don't let the head fall completely. Keep it just slightly moving forward. It's not a full yin class. If it feels better for you to let it fall, that's okay. But we're trying actively to lengthen a bit in the spine using the breath. The inhales create a bit of length. The exhales surrender. If after a few breaths the legs wants to straighten a bit more, that's perfectly fine. If not, that's okay too. Relaxing in the eyes. Slowly coming up, we're going to switch legs. Right leg straightens, left foot to the inner right thigh. Once more, block, maybe knee bent. Creating length, the chest moves forward. And slowly begin to surrender with your exhale. Inhale a bit more length. Exhale a bit more surrender. Surrendering in the mind as well as in the body, as well as in the shoulders. Slowly coming up, one more. We'll take both legs forward in front of you. Again, I'm going to start with knees bent a lot. Lengthen the spine and forward fold. This may be where you stay today. If you feel your hamstrings here, hallelujah, that's a great place to stay. If there's room to straighten even an inch, a centimeter, 2 centimeters, that's great. Remember to really congratulate yourself for practicing, for being here. Being excited for all that you can do, seeing the half glass full. Knowing that simply by practicing, stuff will open up, you will progress. But don't focus too much on what other people look like. Focus on your practice, on your breath. Inhale slowly coming up. Nice. We're going to close our practice today with a shoulder stand sequence. In the Doron Yoga Manual on our website, you can find all these and more sequences written down, explained. So a really good companion to this practice. We're going to lower down to our spine. If you have neck issues, Kasha, would you mind giving me the block, please? Unless you want to demonstrate. You're going to lower down all the way, everybody, to the back. If you have neck issues or just on your cycle or just not feeling great today, you can place the block under the hips and take a block stand. If you have the shoulder stand, you can take the legs over the head like halasana, plow, to get the shoulders under and then take the legs up to the sky. Once you're up, try to keep the gaze steady at one point, maybe towards the feet. Maintain the breath alive. Beautiful. You're either going to take both legs over the head, or if this is too much, just take one leg at a time. I'm going to take both legs, and they don't have to reach the ground. You can see my legs, well, you probably can't see at the moment, but my legs are straight, and they're not reaching the ground. They're still in the air, and that's completely okay. Over the years, they will reach the ground, but there's no rush. Don't injure your neck or your back. And if you ever need to see the sequence and you haven't, always better to pause, get up, watch it, and then do it. Don't turn your head too much while you're doing the sequence. Bend the knees to the ears, or in that direction. Place the hands on your mat and begin to roll down slowly. Once you're fully down on the mat, we're going to take a variation of the fish pose. So you're going to prop up onto the elbows, lift the chest up, my hips are on the ground, and take the crown of the head, or any part of the head that you can, towards the ground. This will stretch your chest a bit in the back and your throat. Stay here and breathe. Press the elbows, lift the chest and head, release down, bring the knees to the chest. Really close your eyes for a moment. Be grateful, feel a sense of release. And from here, papam, lower down to Savasana, your final relaxation. Really what it means is being a corpse. So you don't have to control anymore anything in your body, not even your breath. We'll do a short little Shavasana, so just really right away close your eyes and allow yourself to surrender completely. Feel free to stay in Shavasana if you like. We're going to close together here now, so finding movement in feet and toes and fingertips. And then bring the knees up towards the chest. Roll onto your right side, please. Slowly make your way up to sit. Take a moment to have awareness of your breath and body. Hopefully you can feel a little more space in the body. Energy flowing more smoothly. Remember, this practice does get easier the more you do it. If you're new to us, try to do this at least 3 times a week. Mix it up with 1 or 2 other practices that we offer. Really recommend doing 5 days a week. There's some classes that are shorter. Join us. Bring the hands to the heart. Maybe set that intention, right? To keep the practice alive, to keep showing up, even if you have to modify, even if you can't do everything. Anything you do is better than nothing in this case. Hopefully you'll leave us a comment, let us know how you did. Share this with other people and do subscribe so you get more of these. Thank you all so very much. See you soon. Namaste.